Welcome to Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, work together with Christ to spread the gospel, nothing but God's power, which can save the spiritual lives of Indians, Americans, British, German, Russian, and the Asians throughout the globe. We are at Cosmopolitan Christ Church, India, loves to serve and accommodate struck up foreigners in India without taking a single penny. Call us for more details to the number 7386005545.
Mortality and humility. Welcome back to Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming. How are you all? We hope you are all doing fine all these days from morning to evening. And we are praying and we are wishing you to have a wonderful days in the love of God, Christ. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, today I was at your screens with a new dimensional God's message titled Mortality and Humility. And so many times we come across this word called humility in our Christian lives. Humility, humbleness and all. But now today we are talking about another word called mortality. Mortality is nothing but death. And if we imply this word in our lives, I just wanted to give an example that I am in a business of shrimp feed supplement manufacturing. So I manufacture products which can make shrimp live longer. That means my products will try to make the animal survive from death. So dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, if we are not giving a value to mortality, otherwise death in our lives, then it will be a heck in our lives. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, if you can see, if you are traveling a long ride, in a national highway, you may see so many signboards showing how to drive safely. You can see billboards, otherwise you can see signboards of speed limit and diversions and kilometer ranges and radius and all. All these signboards, all these billboards are for your safe journey. And if you can give a value to those signboards, otherwise if you can abide those speed limits, your journey will be safest. But if you are not caring about that signboards, if you are not worried about the billboards and the diversion and all, you may end up with an accident. You may end up with a wrong direction. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, in our lives, in our journeys, you need to give a value to our lives, to our journey, our life journeys. In so many incidents, in so many situations, if you can see, people are having a brighter life. People are having successful life. People are having grand lives. But by having that success, by having that grandness, by having that fulfilled life, they are not worried about the rules and regulations. Otherwise, they are not worried about the value of the life. Your greatness, your success, and your whatever you earn in this world should give a value to your life. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, today God is talking to us and God is asking us a simple question. Yes, I am blessing you. Yes, I am giving you all the comforts, all the luxuries, all the authority, all the respectable life. So with all those blessings, can you able to give value to your life or not? Otherwise, are you breaking free? Are you taking all the things as a granted? Yes, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, so God will bless me. That is not a matter. Are you thinking like that? Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, the value of life should give a humbleness in your life. If you are successful, if you are happy, if you have a greater and grand life when compared with all your neighbors or relatives and all, you have to humble down yourself. But unfortunately, what's happening in and around of your life or in your life means you are getting pride in your mind with your success, with your grandness. That's why you are not giving a value to your life. If you are not giving value to your life, how much successful you are, how much grand your life is, you end up with a danger, you end up with an accident, you end up with an unsuccessful life, dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members. People are having celebrity lifestyles. People are having wealth. People are having fat bank balances. People are having lakhs of rupees salaried employment. People are having biggest businesses. But they are lacking rules and regulations in our life, in their lives. And if you are not giving a respect to the values of the life, then there was no meaning of having success, otherwise happiness in your life. Your life will not be carried forward if you don't have any conditions. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, are you able to understand this? Are you able to give a respectable, otherwise, are you able to have a humbled life through Jesus Christ or not? Humbleness will not come from your success. Humbleness will not come with your education. Humbleness will not come with your intelligence. Humbleness will not come with your intellectuality, talent. But humbleness only will come through Jesus Christ, your God and our God. So if you can accept God, your life will be humbled. And how much humbled you are, that much prosper you are. That much developed you are. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, if you go to scriptures, James 4th chapter, 14th verse. James 4th chapter, 14th verse. What is your life? You are a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. Again, I just wanted to read it again for you. What is your life? It's nothing but just a mist that appears for a little while and then vanishes. If you can see fog, if you can see the coldness in the early morning hours, that mist will be there for a only shortest period. When sun comes, the sun rays comes, it will disappear. That means the mist will live for very smaller period, and afterwards it disappear. Nobody think about it. Nobody care about it. So here God is comparing our lives with this mist which will disappear, which will vanish, which will not be seen with our eyes within fraction of seconds. So our life is like a fraction of seconds. If you can value your life, if you can respect your life, if you can humble your lives. Yes, there may be so many problems. There may be a financial crisis. There may be a mental problem. There may be a family problem. There may be a health issues. Still, you have to respect all those things. What God is telling you today is, whatever problem it is, yes, maybe that problem is not created by your own, but it will come with the situations. But still, what God is telling you is, you have to respect that problem. You have to humble down for those problems so that God can solve it. But if you take pride in your life, and if you feel that I can solve my problem, then the problem will double. The problem will triple. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, you can see so many incidents. You can see so many incidents in and around our families, in our houses. When you see a problem in our family, if you are feeling authoritative, if you are feeling commandable, as I'm telling you yesterday, and if you wanted to use your authority, if you wanted to use your command, then the problem will continue. Then the problem will double. But instead of that, if you can humble yourself down and talk to your family, that may be your spouse, that may be your kids, then the problem may not disappear, but that problem will stop for that. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, when we don't know the value of our life, when we don't know the value of life, we feel pride in our brains, in our thoughts. When you feel pride in your thoughts, then your destruction starts in your life. Life, thoughts, and again life. So your life is in between your pride. So if you can take off the pride and replace your pride with your humbleness, you can do miracles. When we know the value of life, we feel humbled. Yes. So many times we are talking about our experiences, and our elderly people, when something comes in a topic, our elderly people keep on saying that I have this much of vast experience. That's why I am this much silent. At your age, I am also like you only, so aggressive, so prideful, so proudful. But I experienced so many ups and downs. That's why now I was humbled, I was stable. So many times we can hear this type of statements from our elder people, and that time we feel that no, they are older people, that's why they are talking like that. But we are the younger generation, and we can do anything. That's where younger people are being diverted with the anti-social elements nowadays. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, if you are anger, if you are energetic, if you feel you are powerful, then come to Jesus, come to God. God never says to destruct anything. God never says to comment negatively about anything. God never says to dishonor anything. But God will say that you honor everything, and you give respect to your neighbors or whatever they are. So nowadays people are being diverted with those anti-social elements, and because of that perverted thoughts, perverted attitudes, people are being killed in their mental status, and they don't know the value of life. They're ending their careers, they're ending their educations, they're ending their jobs only because of the pervertness. So it's your time, it's our time that we humble ourselves. We humble ourselves with our own God. And Jesus Christ lived here very so humbly, very simply. He never criticized anything. And he was here to allow and accept those people who mocked him, who dishonored him. And that is the reason why he was being worshipped as a God from the thousands of years. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, can you able to humble down your life? Or if you are still in a pride so that you wanted to destruct your life in this world, it is your turn to take a decision. It is your turn to take a step. Maybe you have a humble life. Maybe you have a faithful life. Maybe you have a Christian life. Maybe you have a perfect life. But if you are not respecting your own life, then everything will go useless. That is the only point today God is talking to us. He was not talking, and I was not talking, as He was talking with me, through me. He was telling that, yes, you are a believer, you are a Christian, and you are faithful. And at the same time, you need to respect your own life, respect your own blessings, respect your own what God has given to you, so that you will be having a wonderful life until your death. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, let us pray. Dear God, thank you so much for this wonderful day. Yes, God, we don't have anything this day. Maybe we don't get anything this day. Maybe we are not fruitful this day, but still we are very happy in you. We are very satisfied in you, and we had a very respectable life in you. That's enough, dear God. Thank you so much. And from morning to evening, in our works, in our plans, in our travels, in our health, with our family, with our kids, you secured us like anything. So many people are not there on the earth because of all the accidents, all the health problems. But still, we take pride in you because you make us live so that we can spread your gospel. Today, the topic is mortality and humility. And you are telling, take away the pride in our life and replace it with your humility. Then you have a greatest life until your mortality. Please, God, give that humility, give that humbleness in our life so that we have a fruitful and fulfilled life until our mortality. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, please ask God so that we can have that satisfied, celebrated, fruitful, humbled, humiliated life, so that we can attract people towards God's love. Amen. Dear Cosmopolitan Christ Church members, this is Kumar signing off from Cosmopolitan Christ Church live streaming. I will be back with a newer dimensional God's message tomorrow. Until then, be safe, be precautious. God bless you. God bless you abundantly. Thank you so much.